So here we are right now. You know what, Speedy, you and I have been talking, man, and one of the things that I know that you would have much more of an insight into, I've never been in the state pen, I've never been in the federal pen. Right now, I'm working hard with my son, and I know you're going to be a part of that as well. We are working to set up an organization that is truly going to be about prison reform, truly about criminal justice, truly about those things. You've been in there, brother. Yes. You know, even this most recent video that came out concerning Tory and what happened to him on the inside, and what happens, what the protocols are, and why that was even allowed to happen. I've heard a lot of people say, this was a hit and so on and so forth. Listen, I can't yet go on record and say it was, because I don't know. I've not spoken to anybody or seen anybody that can say, yes, this is exactly what this is, and I know that because. You feel me? But there are certain, as one...
The timing is ridiculous.
Timing is ridiculous. As Walter from Unite the People said, this is an inconsistency in a whole line of inconsistencies. Tell us about that, man, because I think the people need to know, what, not who was the one who may have ordered this or that, but is it normal that something like that could go down the way that it went down?
No. Let me tell you this. First and foremost, let me start the conversation like this. I always tell people, watch what you see on the phone, especially Tory too. Mm-hmm. So, you could be talking about something in the jail, but then, they be on the phone, so you don't want to say certain shit over the phone, right? Mm-hmm. So, when you doing, let's say, hood is going to protect what they say, don't talk about drugs, don't talk about guns, but inventors going to protect their inventions. So they're not going to talk about their inventions over the phone, right?
Well, they shouldn't be.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Because people be listening. But that's the same thing, too, with good news when your name is Tory Lanez. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not good to talk on that phone. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to understand how this took place, how all this took place. You feel me? Now, you can think about this yourself. But we knew this footage was about to be released. We told everybody. We knew this was about to be released. We knew we was at the gate to get him to come home. Mm-hmm. We know what's going on. Mm. He gets on the phone. And he speak on the phone. The next day, between 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. It was not in the yard, as the narrative has gone out.
It was in his cell. Listen to me. Listen to this, all right? He's not on no motherfucking PC yard. Let's get that understood. All right? He's on a level 3. It's a 180 design. It's a 50-50 yard. Half the niggas is good, half the niggas not. They brought bad niggas to the yard to split the yard up to make it a 50-50 yard. They doing this to majority of all the prisons in California. They just can't do it with the level 4s. They've been trying to do it, and every time they come up there, we stabbing them. Motherfuckers fucking them up. Mm-hmm. But understand what I'm trying to tell you. If you got anybody that's in the fire camp, that's 50-50. If you have anybody in that went to a fucking when you come home and you go to a halfway house, it's 50-50. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in there ain't GP. It's niggas that come from PC yards that's in there too. That's what you got to sign up to go. See, these programs to get to a lower level, you got to sign up to go home. Yes, sir.
I'm not cutting across you, Speedy.
Yes, sir.
Because of some people who don't understand the terminology, can you break it down? What's 180? What's PC? What's GP? Because not everybody knows that language.
Yeah. Okay. Let me understand. Let me get y'all to understand this. GP is general population. Mm-hmm. You mean that mean like you ain't nobody beat you up, chased you off the yard, stabbed you, no deaths, no crazy shit. You're in general population. And okay, PC is protective custody. Mm-hmm. That means you've been chased off the yard. Are you scared to go to your yard for some reason? You checked in as soon as you got to the prison. Either way, anything that happens to say that you can't be on general part, you've been stabbed up or whatever. But now y'all notice in California, there are more PC yards, protected custody yards, than there are general population yards in California.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay? So that's why they bringing them back to the main line because they already got gangs. They got their own gangs over there and all that shit. They're like, damn, these people ain't paroling and going to the moon. So evidently they keep coming back to prison. Y'all ain't stabbing them or nothing. It's a whole lot of them. And you see what I'm saying? So they're like, we might as well bring them all back because y'all see them on the streets. Y'all have to. Y'all go to the same parole office. Y'all go to the same. Y'all go to fire camps. Y'all, you feel me? So y'all just say that they can't be on certain yards. Fuck all that. We bring them all back, y'all. You see, that's what they trying to do. But anyway, to make a long story short, let's just deal with Tory Lanez situation. All right? So when y'all see other black motherfuckers right there that didn't do nothing, if you ever see like, why they didn't do shit? Because they was in PC, they was PC motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? It's a whole building. It's niggas in the building, there's general population niggas is PC. He's on the tier with a couple of motherfuckers that PC. Every door didn't open up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Between 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning is breakfast time. So the tower is 2 officers on the floor at all times. 1 officer in the tower. These cells do not open up automatically. They hit a button manually. Boom, this cell, that cell, and this cell. You walk off the tier.
It's one after the other.
And they watch you walk off the tier. They ask you, is you going to breakfast or not? I'm closing the door. The cell, right? So boom, ain't nobody letting nothing happen. It's early in the morning. Now you can run out and stab a motherfucker. They gonna just shoot you. They gonna spray you. They gonna break it up. It ain't like you can't do some shit. But they watching everything. I'm on the top tier. I gotta let you out for breakfast. This is my job. I'm letting you out. It's 2 people down at the bottom. When you walking out, they searching you. One got a motherfucking wand. If you're in level 3, level 4, one got a wand. Even they doing it, what you call that? Well, one at a time, like randomly. Either they're doing it randomly or they doing everybody. And lift your feet up and wind in your waist. Make sure you ain't got no weapon. Walk out the door. So the police was there. Can't nobody tell me they wasn't there. The police was on the floor. The police was on the tower was right there. But now listen to this. This is what you motherfuckers don't know. See, because when they moved that nigga there to that building, they moved that boy, the one that killed the 13-year-old girl, whatever, the Mexican boy, they moved him right next door to Tory. You understand what I'm saying?
That was the second yard in which
they
that
don't.
happened.
Let me tell them because they don't understand this.
No.
He was trying to get
be specific.
All right.
They moved Tory.
Look,
and they moved
Tory,
the same man back.
Yeah, Tory moved. Right? Tory moved. They moved that man next to Tory. You hear me? Tory moved from by that man. Another building, they moved that man next to another place, moved that man next to Tory again. Tory didn't want that man next to him. You understand me? But you know that's your neighbor, so you'll come out, you always speak to your neighbor. But he knew Tory didn't want him next to him. But they was cool though. Tory, they being cool, they have no problem, no nothing. But Tory was, because he's the PC though. You see what I'm saying though? But they cool though. But why right after Tory get on the phone and tell, you see what I'm saying?
That he coming home.
And this is what happens.
You know,
And it's a fact.
yeah.
And it's a fact.
And so when all of this is going on, nobody lifted a hand to do anything. I'm not even talking about other inmates. Talking about the people. You're saying that it's a strict protocol.
Right.
There's supposed to be 2 officers there and 1 in the gun tower.
I bet you I could prove it. Down the line, I bet you I could prove it. It's always 2 officers on the floor. Always. 2 officers on the floor and one in the tower. They not gonna open up themselves in the morning with other officers on that floor. Period. They're not gonna do it.
So in all of this, there's a video now out there floating around in which you can see that nobody moved to do anything to help him
In the mirror.
or to even move against this attacker.